As far as new Cars diecasts go, Masha Ellswrench has a lot going for her. She immediately ticks off a ton of boxes that's already made her a fan favorite with collectors. She's a new release from the movie, something we haven't gotten many of in the past few years. She's an uncanceled item, originally planned for release back in 2019 and now back this year in 2025. And she's a Piston Cup crew chief. Not only is she a crew chief, she's a pit crew member for a pit crew that had other members already. We got the Fiber Fuel Pity Megan Shifter back in 2019, so alongside their racer Brush Kerber, Masha helps to complete the team, aside from the hauler and other pitties. But there are so few Piston Cup teams out there that can say they have a racer, pity, and crew chief. It's so great to complete another trio like this. There's just one problem with Masha that's kind of overshadowed her diecast, and that is her artwork is just embarrassingly bad. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another review and to another 2025 Cars diecast review. Guys, I am so excited. Over the last few months, I've taken a look at a dozen 2025 Cars diecasts. I've gotten several re-releases because this year's been so great with re-releases, but this is the first time I'm ever reviewing a 2025 new release. Pretty sure this is the latest I've ever gotten a new release in the year. 2025, of course, has been a pretty controversial year with collectors because most of the new releases are from the new Expanded Universe line, Race and Rescue. And we only have two other new releases outside of that, one from Cars on the Road with Jonathan Gearson, and one from the movies with Masha Ellswrench. This is, unfortunately, the third year in a row that we're only getting one new release from the movies. But hey, as far as new releases from the movies go, getting a new crew chief is certainly not bad. Last year, of course, we had Mindy Freuderbender, who unfortunately I never found. She is a pretty rare item, so I was so excited to find Masha in Target earlier today. I'm also happy to see that they're going to make her readily available, not only putting her out as a single, but also in a two-pack with Fiber Fuel Pity Megan Shifter, so you can get them together, which I think is a pretty good idea. Happy to see the Pity and Crew Chief out in the same year. That's honestly a rarity. The problem with Masha lies in the fact that her artwork is just reused from Mandy Freuderbender last year, just recolored, and it's just embarrassingly bad. Mandy is the JW model. She's very clearly a pickup truck, kind of El Camino inspired, and Masha is not that. Masha is not that at all. She is a car, a type of background car that we've seen several times throughout the Cars series, very similar to Chuck Manifold, or the one camera car that we got a few years ago, Sarah Wilson. So to see them use Mandy's artwork edited, like, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's upsetting to me because Masha is technically a character we don't see in the movies. Despite being our one new movie release from the year, she, like most of the crew chiefs and pitties, or at least a large amount of them, wasn't in the movie and was made up for the diecast line. So it's frustrating to see that her artwork doesn't match the diecast when we don't have an official render of what she would look like in universe, you know? Definitely unfortunate. I hate calling Mattel lazy. You know, I hate using that word. I hate when people use that word to describe toy companies or companies in general, because behind each company are creative people making the toys, you know. But I'm gonna say this is lazy. They really should have made a new render for Masha. What's going on here, guys? We're just gonna ignore this. It's honestly funny to me more than anything. It's more funny than it is frustrating. It's just kind of goofy and ridiculous. But man, the Masha diecast is so good, I can look past a ridiculous artwork and again, kind of just write it off as a joke. New for 2025 with that stadium background. On the back, you'd see a couple other items out this year. McQueen with Sign, Doc, Claude Scruggs, Donna Pitts, Jonathan Rentworth, and Floyd Mulvihill. But now, let's get Masha here out of the package. Like I said, her car model is very similar to one we've seen in Universe before. Here she is out of the package, and wow, this is a fantastic looking diecast. Maybe I'm biased because it's been a while since we've gotten a new movie release and I missed out on Mandy last year, but this is an incredible looking item. Let me tell you, I am very, very impressed. I'm happy to see that she has a different expression from the original 2019 prototype. That's honestly really nice. I definitely prefer this expression. The original looked a lot more like Skip Richter. But yeah, she looks absolutely fantastic. Now, I believe she is a new mold. I think in universe she's basically the same type of car as Chuck Manifold, maybe a little different, but yeah, she is a good deal smaller than him. I would have preferred a reuse of the mold, but I don't mind. Still looks pretty good. The thing that's really going to excite people about this mold existing is the fact that with this, you can finally make a screen-accurate RPM crew chief, which is so cool, and I really hope to see some customizers do that in the future. I might do it myself, honestly, because at this point, I doubt we'll ever get a fixed RPM crew chief with that correct shape and color. But hey, with Masha out there, maybe we will. You know, it's funny that Masha and Mandy are both female crew chiefs. They're both painted sort of a yellowish, orangish color. Their names both start with M. They're both even the exact same car model. Wow. I do like seeing a bit more gender diversity in the Cars pit crew, since most of the characters there are male, but I have quite a few female characters in there as well, with Masha, Megan Shifter. Oh, and of course we had Stacy. I actually had quite a few back in the first Cars movie, Stacy, and I think one of the other pitties. What is Piccolo Perry? What is the gender of Piccolo Perry? Anyway, why is there a character in Cars named Piccolo Perry? What's the deal with that? I'm sorry. Anyway, man, I'm just gushing about how great Masha looks here, guys. I really don't know what else to say. I think she looks fantastic. This is, in my opinion, one of the best background character expressions we've ever gotten on a Cars diecast. It's a pretty basic smile, but her mouth is actually off to the side, and her bottom lip is open in sort of a way where it looks like she's talking into the earpiece. Look at that. See? The quality on Cars diecast these past few years has been incredible with On the Road and this item and the Expanding Universe Cars. I can't wait until we get to a year where we have more new movie releases, because they've really been putting so much effort and detail into recent releases. To have the mouth be positioned in a way where she's talking into the mic, like, that's incredible. That's such a great detail that I don't think we've ever seen on a crew chief before. That's just such great attention to detail. And the face genuinely looks like it was ripped right out of the Cars series, which is crazy, because this is a character that never appeared on screen. We've got the Fiber Fuel logo, run regular, very nice looking headset, which does cover up a bit more of the Fiber Fuel logo. Some very cool wheels, which are, I was going to say they're the same. Yeah, they're actually pretty similar in concept. You can tell she's definitely supposed to be same model as Chuck Manifold. I don't know why they gave her a new mold, but I guess I can't complain. I can't complain when it's a new mold, right? Much like Chuck, she also doesn't have the license plate, which is strange. There is a look at the other side. There is a look at the base. And now I want to bring together her full pit crew team. I'm really excited to see all three of these out of the package together. We've got Masha Ellswrench. We've got Megan Shifter, and we've got Brush Kerber. They look really good together. I was a little concerned with Mandy Freudenbender, because Mandy and Greg Candyman and Brian Emiger are all different colors. I was a little concerned that maybe with Masha, the colors would be inconsistent, but I'm very, very happy to say that these three fit together absolutely perfectly. Masha is a bit of a darker color than Megan and Brush, but on camera you can barely tell that, and in real life you can also barely tell that. These three go together so great, and it's been a long time since I've been able to finish off a pit crew, and it's really cool to see them uncancel a crew chief that was supposed to be out a few years back. And yeah, say what you will about this year primarily having expanded universe releases as new items. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I know most people aren't. But releases like Masha show that they do have fans' interest in mind, or they wouldn't go back and uncancel a crew chief, you know? Anyway, guys, this has been a look at Masha Ellswrench. Definitely one of the best new releases of 2025, and she's also the first new release of 2025 that I've reviewed. My stores haven't gotten Jonathan Gearson in yet, so I don't really know what to think of her diecast. I've heard kind of mixed things. I've started to see some friends of mine get race and rescue items in. I know NCAP Cars did recently, and I've seen some pictures he's shown of them, and man, the race and rescue cars, they look fantastic. Masha here looks fantastic. It makes me excited to take a look at more of the new releases in 2025, a year where the new releases aren't really all that interesting in the eyes of a lot of collectors. It's great to see that we're still getting incredible quality diecasts almost 2 decades after the Cars diecast line began. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.